Hello. It's taken a long time to get to this stage. I've been wanting to make a video for a while, but things keep cropping up. As it says on my channel, Care Share, it's because I take care of my husband 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I'm sure there's lots of other people who do the same thing. And hopefully we can all share experiences and help each other, because it's a very, very difficult thing to do. I want to name this video It Can't Get Any Worse, because something I found as a carer is it can get worse, and does often. My husband had a stroke in 2013. I'll tell you all about the circumstances later. And just as a for instance, this week he developed a carbuncle on the back of his neck, which was very large, and I was very concerned and wasn't sure what to do about it. Thank God for the internet, because it told me to what to do, and now hopefully it's going down, and he'll get better after that. The other thing before that was in March this year. We both were ill. There was some sort of virus going around in the community, and we both got it. But because he's more vulnerable than I am, although I'm a little bit older than him, he got so ill that I had to call an ambulance. And when he went to the hospital, they told me he had, how they said it was he had bacteria in his blood. And but what they were saying really was he got pneumonia. And because I live in another country, obviously I live in Spain, and I don't speak very good Spanish, enough to get me by in the shops, but not to hold a medical conversation with somebody. We were lucky that we had a Spanish doctor who spoke very good English. He was in the hospital for 6 weeks, nearly 7 actually, on antibiotics, strong antibiotics. And whilst he was there, they found out that when he'd had his bypass operation in 2013, that some bacteria was still in his body from then. Tell me, I don't know. I don't know what it's about. I don't understand it. But he went into the hospital, and before he went into the hospital, we were able to get him up in the morning. I have somebody who helps me, a man who comes, because he's a lot taller than me, 6'9", I'm only 5, so I can't pick him up or anything. And he used to come in the morning, and we could get him up and we could put him in the shower, and then he'd sit and watch TV for a while, have his breakfast and things like that. But when he came back from the hospital, he couldn't do any of this anymore. In fact, he was like back to square one, in effect, because he couldn't do. He was like he was when he first came out of the hospital after he'd had the operation. The operation, we were hoping, was going to cure his high blood pressure, because he'd had it for many years. There is a story behind that, but again, I'll go into that later, maybe. And he had this this problem, and they did the heart bypass, and obviously I thought, oh, once he's had a heart bypass, they told me that his veins were damaged, his carotid artery, and another one, and that what they're going to do is put some stents in to fix it. They didn't tell me they were going to do a bypass operation. They just told me they were going to fix the veins, and I'm like I say, I'm not a doctor, so I didn't know what we were going to do, and they did a bypass operation. And when he was in the theatre having the bypass operation, unfortunately, firstly he woke up. The anaesthetic, he was under the anaesthetic, but he wasn't strong enough, so he woke up. And secondly, he had a series of mini strokes, TIAs. Obviously, we didn't know at that time that's what it was, but we found out later that that's what happened. Come on then up. Oh, this is Pippin. Here's my doggy, one of my doggies. My other doggy's over there. I don't know if you can see him wiggling about. It's his birthday today. He's 12. He came with us over to Spain. When we came back here in 2016, we've been here for 10 years now. Little darling, good boy. And we've been here for 10 years now, and we're residents here. And I consider that compared to some other people who are looking after loved ones, we're quite lucky really that we've got a lovely apartment, and it's got plenty of room, and our financial position is okay, so we don't have to worry about how to pay bills and things like that. It's all, we're lucky that we sold something, and we've ended up here on a little island in the Canaries. It's a lovely little island, and we know lots of people here because, we're not going to go into that now anyway, but there's lots of other things that have happened before all this happened. Every day is it's the same, but it's different, if you know what I mean. I get up at the same time. In fact, I'm working harder now than I did when I worked. I've been retired for about 10 years now. Hey, hang on a minute, my dog's having an argument.